All right, Ruthless fans, go ahead and like the video, hit subscribe, click that bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content to the channel, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. So we're going to talk about the fact that we all knew that from the early episodes of Ruthless season 1, as well as some of the early episodes during the first half of season 1 of the Oval, that the Rakudushis are just a group of con artists in a cult. But they're so big and bad that even the police don't want to mess around with them. But in one of the more recent episodes of Ruthless, I think it was episode 16 if I'm not mistaken, we meet Lilo, who turns out to be the parole officer who helped get Tyrone, aka the Highest, out of jail. And from there, he was utilized as a scapegoat, so to speak. Basically, Lilo arranged for the land for the Rakadushi compound to be settled on, to be utilized for his own drug and sex trafficking ring, or human trafficking ring, whatever you want to call it. So basically, it's like, hey, I gave you this land and I make sure nobody messes around with you. But you're not moving my drugs, so I held up my end of our bargain, but you're not holding up your end. And if you don't get these drugs out and give me this money, guess what? You're going back to jail. And this whole little happy life of yours, or this heaven on earth, is going to be gone in a puff of smoke. No pun intended. So it really seems like the back half of season 1 is just about exposing the Rakadushi for who they are. Like, we're not only seeing that the whole thing is definitely a sham in itself. I just loved how, you know, when Lynn got to the gates, when she was talking with Daikon, it definitely felt like the Emperor's New Clothes, where the little kid was the only one who told the Emperor, hey, he's not wearing any clothes, while everybody else is like, oh, it's wonderful, these garments and everything. Like, bro, he ain't wearing nothing. I feel like, you know, as soon as Lynn was like, it's a trailer park, Daikon is like, it's not a trailer park, it's heaven on earth. And it's like, bruh. No wonder these people stay under the influence of drugs all the time. Wait, isn't this the whole thing about not getting high on your own supply? So, is Lilo the dealer? Not to mention about Lilo, if, oh my God, I forgot their names. The Oval, Kareem, right? Dang it, I gotta look it up. Sharon and Kareem, or is it Shannon? I think it's Sharon, right? Sharon and Kareem. It's like, if Lilo is the drug dealer, do you think he knows Kareem? I mean, it's just one of those things where they could be linked up story-wise. So we just know that the Rakudushi are utilizing these drugs and microdoses to keep their cult, I guess you could say, stagnant, or just like, you know, mindless sheep, if you will. It just seems like on one hand, we're finding out the Highest is just basically a con artist and the Rakudushi are just a front. But then you got a lot of these members in the cult who just want to leave. And it seems to me that a lot of people who want to defect, like, you know, what's his name? Or what's her name? Lena or whatever. Look, there are a lot of new characters introduced. I'm trying to remember their names. Or Paula or Zane. These characters seem to be relatively new to the compound, and they didn't know it was as serious as, you know, it is, and they want to leave. It reminds me of Sandy Malone from the Haves and the Have-Nots, where he loves the Malone name and power and loves to flaunt it, but when it comes to do business, which is getting his hands dirty, he isn't ready for that, and it makes him, you know, shaky and queasy. That reminds me of Paula, hence why she drank that damn bleach. So I think that overall, will the cult be exposed? Probably not anytime soon, considering Ruthless did a season 2 filming already. So I just feel like as things go on, more secrets will be revealed. Remember that Andrew told Mac that I need some more concrete evidence in order to put these people away for good, the Highest and whatnot, like, you know, drug, human trafficking, and potential murders, because, you know, whenever these certain members like defect from the Rakudushi, they end up disappearing. So I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. But overall, I just think that it's hilarious that the Highest, Tyrone, could easily be taken back to jail in an instant. Like, obviously the parole officer is someone who can't disappear or there'll be trouble, but then again, you look at the Haves and the Have-Nots and how many important government or, law-abiding officials are killed off and nobody seems to bat an eye. So I just feel like overall, it's a matter of how long can the highest keep up this front for in order to maintain the faith of the followers. Like, I feel like now we're seeing more non-believers in the compound than believers when you really think about it. That's what I think. So let me know what you think about the truth about the compound being exposed means for the future of the series. I mean, I feel like this would just add even more non-believers to the list, people who have their eyes open, because I mean, if the compound doesn't have a lot of money and they don't have groceries and stuff, then Lilo is talking about these drugs not being moved. Like, where the hell are these drugs that they use to keep the members in line going to come from? I was like, will people just get the crust out of their eyes and see the compound for what it really is? I just feel like if there was a tagline for the Rakudushis, it's Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. Give up your money and financial and material things and come with us. That's what I think. So, Hakuna Matata. Wait. I think Lin would be Simba. The highest would be Timon, and Daikon would be Pumbaa. There you go. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning into this ridiculous video. If you'd like to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.